most definitely.
There you go. I mean, you can hear yourself now, so you know what you're doing.
All right, so we are officially live. It's a wonderful Thursday. No, actually, no, the weather was ass, I think, to be honest with you.
Yeah, the weather's pretty shitty. We actually got tornado warnings.
Yeah, it was pretty crazy. But, I ain't no FOMO. I ain't no scared of none, bruh. I'm Florida raised. I've been through some hurricanes.
You flown grown?
Flow grown. I hate that saying, to be honest with you. But let's get right into it. We have a very special guest, probably one of the coolest guests. Extensive resume, to be honest with you. His name's YUALL the Plugg.
Yo,
fuck. Hey,
God,
man, you slap me across my face every time I fuck up,
You said slap you?
Yes, sir.
I'm a physical person. I like to do that.
YUALL the Plugg. Correct me wrong if I do it. Correct me if I'm wrong. But since a resume, you can definitely speak on to it, elaborate. But seeing like you CEO of your own company, you've been affiliated with many artists.
Definitely.
Yes, sir. Young Thug, Kevin Gates, to name a few.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely go ahead and just throw it out there. Tell us what you do, brother.
Well, I mean, first of all, my name is YUALL the Plugg. Appreciate y'all for having me.
No, man, appreciate you for being here.
For coming.
Massively appreciate you being here.
Most people know me as a host. I host a lot of different events, concerts, tours. But over the years, I've been doing this for 12 years now. So over the years, I've been able to elevate into different other titles other than just being a host. So now I'm working on the title of being like a executive artist director. So mostly helping artists develop themselves into a local level, going into a global level, if that makes sense.
No, 100%. Yeah. So you started back in 2008. What was it that got you into this? Like, what crossed your mind?
Just like most people in this industry, I started out making music. I was an artist, and it was a pretty good start off, but I really didn't see like a lucrative future in it as me being an artist, and that's because in 2008. Social media wasn't what it was today.
Oh yeah.
So if it was, then maybe I would have stuck with it a little longer and show some more patience. But I mean, that's where I started. I started out being an artist, and it just kind of led to me meeting a group of guys named Travis Porter. And I mean, it kind of went up from there. I mean, we could get into the story as we go.
Progress, definitely. One of the things that, like I said, we looked over your resume, which is extensive. It really is, it's really awesome. But let's go back to your roots.
Mm-hmm.
You went down. If I'm mistaken, you went to a predominantly white school.
Yeah, I did.
Right.
I'm from Chicago.
Yeah.
Born and raised. I moved to LaGrange, Georgia, and went to a predominantly white school, to be honest. And
so how was that experience for you?
I mean, honestly, it was probably one of the best things that could have happened to me because it taught me how to diversify myself, how to handle myself, around not just my community but other communities. And it wasn't just Caucasians. I had Asians and so many different cultures that I never, ever even not only been around but never seen coming from the south side of Chicago. So, it helped me a lot to be able to be the person I am today, to be honest.
Yeah, I feel you, man. I feel like there's got to be some sort of expandability. I feel like some people nowadays are just way too close-minded, especially when it comes to the race thing.
Sure.
Man, you got to expand your mind, man.
It's 2020, so honestly, I have a hard time dealing with or even accepting that it's racism even still out here because I just feel like we're all human.
Right, exactly. Yeah. We're the fucking human race, man.
I really don't care what color, color don't mean shit in my eyes. It's kind of like, you get up, you got 24 hours just like the next man.
Yeah, absolutely. And we're all going to die all the time. We're going to end up in a casket all the same underground or burned, whatever you want to do.
Yeah, however you want to go out.
Exactly.
Like a planet.
But, that's just weird to me. Like you allude to, I don't want to dive too deep into it because it could be kind of
get deep.
Racism. I think it's just... I just don't understand why people can't be racist. I know it starts. It doesn't start like it starts like nurture, like outside. Not you. It's outside.
Well, I look at it like you're right. It isn't you. It's the person that probably raised you.
Yeah.
I think it's more of like a what they call genetic thing. It's like whatever your mom instilled in you, whatever was instilled in her, or your father it kind of just gets passed down
Right.
through the generations.
So it's like you're a product of your environment.
Exactly.
So that's
and
how.
the same thing with with the urban community.
Yeah.
I mean, we can be taught one thing and it's brainwashed. It's just like politics, just like music, just like everything else in this world. Once somebody tells you something as an adolescent, you can take that and you can move so deeply into your roots that it's kind of like, this is what's going on with me for the remainder of my life.
Yeah. No, but like I said, it could be touchy subject. I'm like the type of person, like, you need to make people uncomfortable to start like talking about it. Like Colin Kaepernick.
Yeah.
I truly think he's gonna go down to be like, he's gonna go down in history books. Like,
Yeah, for
30 years down the line,
For
he's gonna be in history books.
our kids will be taught about him and what he did.
Yeah.
And just like anybody else, though, I think it's a movement. I think I don't really get deep into those things as far as why people do things.
Yeah.
But I think sometimes people just kind of say, hey, this is me. This is what I want to represent.
Yeah.
And then I'm stuck in that world, and that's it. I don't want to hear nothing else about it.
Yeah, I think within the following years, I think our society is going to be doing this whole shift, especially because of social media. A lot more people are connected. It doesn't matter the race anymore.
Yeah,
I feel like
because you can have a great avatar now. So
exactly.
I don't even know what color you are. Just talking to you because your page looks cool.
Yeah, and it truly doesn't fucking matter, man.
Yeah.
I
It
mean,
doesn't.
at the end of the day, I feel like I said in 10 years, I feel like because racism is going to exist, I feel like for the rest of life.
Yeah,
it's going to be instilled in some people, but culturally, I feel like it's going to become a smaller thing.
It might get crazy where shit get racist towards animals and shit.
Yeah, but as long as you're not fucking them, it's a different story,
There's some crazy ass people out here doing that too.
Yeah.
Man, fuck that shit, man.
Yeah, that's weird.
Yeah, it's apparently still legal in some states. But anyways,
Yeah.
so one of the things that really drawn my attention with your extensive portfolio resume, you said your dad was murdered.
Yeah, for sure.
If you want to elaborate, not like for his death, but like how did that life fuse on you? Like how did that inspire you?
Well, actually, he was in the music game as well. He owned a record label. Unfortunately, the day beforehand, he was with a couple of artists that's known today, like Fabulous and R. Kelly and etc. But I mean, it really motivated me to stay grounded and keep doing what I feel I was here to do. I mean, due to the fact that he was involved in this industry, it kind of keeps me going every day, because I feel like I have a purpose. I actually tell people, my surrounding, my friends, my people on the team, I tell them, like, I really feel like I was born to do what I'm doing. Because not just my dad, but my mom, she was on the radio, She worked in the radio in Chicago at WGCI. So, I mean, it's kind of like one of those things where genetics, it was passed to me to actually be a part of this industry.
So how old were you when this happened, man? Because I mean, this had to be a traumatizing experience. Man.
Honestly, it's crazy. It was the day after my birthday when I turned 16. Yeah, and it wasn't like a situation where it was a sickness or somebody thought that this was possibly going to happen tomorrow. It was one of those situations where he was actually killed, murdered, So it was definitely traumatizing at the time, but I'm 30 now. It's been almost, 15, 16 years. So it's to a point now where I kind of find the purpose in it. How do I make it worth it, or how do I make it understanding to today's life for myself?
I think that the way that I'm looking at this now, your pops, and I mean, I'm pretty sure he's already proud of you, but
yeah.
I'm sure you're working towards making making a difference in this,
yeah, for sure.
especially in this industry.
No, for sure, and I'm the oldest of 7, so for my siblings,
wow,
just
okay,
to kind of let them know that it's possible, like never give up, stay consistent, and just stay grounded. Like I said, I mean, he instilled a lot of positive things in us, to especially being an entrepreneur.
Yeah.
So just taking some of the things that was instilled and putting my twist to it and keep it going.
Yeah. No, that's awesome. It really is. And so you were in Chicago. You came down did you go to school here in Jacksonville?
So I went to school in Georgia, and then I went down to the University of Georgia, and then I came to Jacksonville, and I went to a college in Jacksonville. That's how I came here.
Yeah.
Played basketball for a year. Went to Edward Waters College.
Okay, yeah, I'm familiar with that.
And I mean, it just kind of started from there. That's when the music shit started. To be honest, it's a small historical black school.
Yeah.
Had no idea truly what I wanted to do in life. End up being a roommate with a DJ. You know, super small DJ, just practice in the room every day. And he's from Lauderdale, and they do this thing called mic check. So basically, like a song will play, they'll turn the song off on different parts, say what they want to say, bring it back in, and it all makes sense. So, you know, say the Little Baby song, Whoa, comes on.
Yeah.
So right before he says Whoa, they would turn the song off and be like, I made your bitch say Whoa.
Oh, gotcha.
So it's called mic checking.
Yeah.
So I picked up this creative touch with that, and I'm like, man, I'm an artist at the time. If I do this, you know, it's kind of like me being an artist and a DJ almost at the same time, but with the DJ. Like, I get to hold the mic, I get to use my vocals, and man, it started like in a little bitty dorm room, and next thing you know, we was throwing block parties at our college. And we had people coming from JU and UNF all the way to the north side of Jacksonville, which was unheard of in 2007 and 2008 to even get these type of, you know, kids to come over this side of town and party with us. And it got kind of crazy, and then I ended up pledging and joined the frat. And one of my frat brothers was like, man, I'm gonna take you out of the block party, the street scene, and put you into a nightclub. And I mean, it kind of went crazy from there. And that was like way back in 2008.
Because we've had somebody who hosted before, and obviously the scene's very different. He started with high school parties, and then he moved on to clubs. So I can imagine what the shift was there. Because I mean, you had maybe a couple hundred people when it came to the college, and then the other was just like crazy.
I mean, but it moved kind of rapid. I say, like, I continued to pursue my dream as being an artist at the time, all the way around into 2011. So 2010, it kind of started getting a little different. The group that I was working with, Travis Porter, I don't know if you guys are aware of who they are. They had hit songs like Go Shorty Go, Make It Rain, Bring It Back, All the Way Turned Up.
Yeah, okay,
yeah.
It's a film with them, yeah.
So, you know, once their situation got a little serious, mine, you know, it's true when they say you are who you hang around.
Yeah.
So it was able to put me in different doors that I probably would have never been in before. And now I start to see things a little different. Like, man, I'm not just a local dude anymore. I'm kind of traveling all over the country due to music. And I was supposed to be in college. My mom didn't even know about this. It was crazy. Like, I'm quote unquote on tour, and she's thinking I'm in class. But yeah, I mean, it just kind of got crazy from there. I was able to meet people like 2 Chainz and Future, and being around these people just opened up a different eye for me. You know, for me to be able to see that it's definitely more out here than just a college scene in Jacksonville.
Yeah. Kind of a sidebar. I don't want to. Well, it's kind of sidebar. You met a lot of celebrities. I don't want to say met. I just saw. I was in the presence of some celebrities, and I was like kind of awestruck. Are you at first? Were you awestruck? I feel like you're numb to it now, right?
Yeah, I mean, definitely numb to it now. I mean, just like we were speaking of earlier, instantly, not instantly, I should say, but eventually you'll understand that we're all humans.
Right? Yeah.
They're no different than us. They might have more money than us, but at the end of the day, we're all humans. So, yeah, I mean, man, Future is crazy. But, you know, the best thing about my situation is for the time being that I've been doing this, most of the people that I met, I actually met them before they were big.
Big, right?
So when I met them, it kind of wasn't a big deal. It was kind of just like, okay, this is an upcoming artist. Cool, what's up? So am I. You know, it kind of like put us on the same level, even though they're headlining shows. It wasn't like they were multi-platinum selling artists at the time, you know. But I can't lie. I think maybe like in 2011, Nicki Minaj came here to a club called Push, and I was standing right beside her, and I was a little starstruck,
right?
Just because of the body, the security and everything. I was kind of looking like, damn, this is real. Like,
Yeah, because she had her bodyguards with her.
yeah, bodyguards and her body.
Yeah.
They were really doing the job guarding her body, because I was looking like, damn, I've never even seen anybody like this before, you know. So I was a little starstruck when I met Nikki for the first time. But yeah, like I said, eventually you'll get to understand these people just humans just like us. They're just in a different caliber.
Yeah, that's what I thought too. But like, I'm like, I want to meet one.
Who did you meet? That
I met Race
Sherman?
I can't say. I'm bad at saying names. I met them.
Do you know what their name is spelled backwards?
Yeah, eardrummers. They're name of the labels. Yeah, I know that. I took a picture with Slim Jimmy. I saw.
Okay,
I saw. His name.
Sway Lee.
Sway Lee.
Was that
I saw
recently?
from afar. I was in Rolling Loud. It was Rolling Loud.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Last year. Yeah. But I was like, this is people. But like when I saw him like in person, I'm like, oh, no, I got awestruck. I'm like, damn, they got me, dog.
I mean, but I'll tell you this: energy is strong.
Yeah.
What they do understand how to captivate their own energy. And
absolutely.
They can literally walk into a room and change the whole dynamic of everybody's feeling. So that's just strong human beings. So that's something that can shock you or make you kind of look at them a little different, because as soon as their presence are in the room, it's kind of like, dang, like this is real.
Yeah.
So I'm actually learning how to secure that energy now. Mm-hmm. So when I walk into a room, I want people to understand like it's different now. It's not the same when it's just the normal jacks in here.
Yeah. Yeah, I went to a Travis Scott concert the last year when he was here. We both went. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's actually
motherfucker had a fucking roller coaster in the day.
Yeah, that boy can definitely he can.
Yeah, his energy is strong.
Yes, that's what.
But that's what actually. I mean, I don't know how you guys feel about things, but that's why the universe puts people like that in a position to hold that much clout, quote unquote.
Yeah.
Because of their energy and how they can understand who they are. Because it means a lot, Some people just don't got it.
Yeah, I feel like you have to get to that level. You have to have some, a certain level of self-awareness.
For sure.
Because that self-awareness, I feel, is what puts you the confidence to be there. Mm-hmm. The belief, the self-belief.
For sure.
Because when he started, he started what in front of like 16 people.
Yep.
And now he's making crowd. Yeah, he's making crowds rage now.
I'm talking like 15,000 people.
Yeah.
Sometimes more.
Yeah, especially like Rolling Loud and all that. Yeah, it's crazy. Enough Travis Scott, he's old news. But go back to you. So you have one of the things you do as well is you manage people's Instagram.
Yeah,
social media. Sorry, social media. Yeah. So how did that come to you? Is that something that you like? I know how to do this. I can just teach other people to do this.
Man, it's crazy. I'll give you guys some free game. This industry is made up of perception.
Yeah.
So it's all about what you make people believe, how you make things look. I don't even know. I mean, honestly, I was like before my time a little bit. Even being an artist, even learning about social media in general. I was able to be in that transition of no social media to social media. Mm-hmm. I mean, I remember when I was an artist. At first, I only had a MySpace. So you can only imagine how much promotion or how many things I did and people didn't even know about, So basically, I taught myself from there how to make myself look bigger and how to make my situations look bigger than they actually were. And that just led into more social medias developing, from Facebook to Twitter to now Instagram and Snapchat and shit. So I just was able to, I don't know, make it look crazy on the phone. I mean, it was kind of like one of those things where, I don't know, I can't even live without my phone. That's crazy to say, but it's one of those things where I turned the phone to an art, almost as that's a piece of the artistry, which it is these days.
Yeah, definitely.
Take your favorite rapper off of Instagram, he's not shit anymore.
Yeah, no, absolutely. It's like it's your business card, basically.
Yeah, exactly. And it's a daily business card, and it could change and evolve just as well as you do. So I was just able to kind of learn the angles, learn what makes sense, and people that's listening. Is this a live show?
Yeah,
yes.
It's live.
So the people that's listening, I mean, I eventually will do it while we're here, make this look like they probably think we're in New York somewhere. It's just about how you have the eye for things. Just my eyes a little different. It's a creative gift. So that's exactly what I do on social media.
Yeah, I feel like you have to have a different perspective. especially how social media is ran now, where you're kind of your posts are basically the highlight. So you kind of have to show exactly what you're about, and in order to captivate your audience, kind of like you said, it's about perception.
Yep, for sure.
Yeah, because when you literally think about it, you're showing like just a snapshot of your life.
Yeah, and it has a lot to do with the content.
Yeah.
I mean, what type of content. That's why when I do things or when people of higher caliber are doing things around me, I make sure that I have, creatives around me. Just with this in general, like today we got shot by guns in the building. Tim Gunn, he's a photographer out here.
Shout out Tim, man.
In Jacksonville and all over Atlanta and different parts of Georgia. And it's just like, without those type of people around, you can't collectively create, the content that's needed. And once you're able to have that eye, or once hey man, this is going on, this needs to be captured. A lot of people just do things and just forget the moment is gone.
Right. Yeah. So yeah. When you texted me, and I'm sorry, I don't mean to interrupt you. When you texted me, you said, hey, listen, man, I'm outside, but I'm waiting for my team. And I feel like that's very important, because a lot of people want to be a one-man army. For sure. And that's just not going to work.
Something I learned in sports, team breaks down the acronym of together, everyone achieves more. You can't do shit by yourself. If you put one finger up and hit somebody, they probably won't move. But if you ball your fist up and punch their ass, you can knock them out. So it's about just having the right team too. That's really what counts. I mean, a lot of people say they do open invitations, like everybody come join my team, and it's just like that. They're not the right. Because at the end of the day, it's a job. Yeah. That's what this is.
Yeah, that shit doesn't work like that, because I feel like you have to be on the same mindset, same goal. Everything has to be aligned. Because if you have people who are just all over the place, you're not going to accomplish what you're going to accomplish it.
For sure.
If anything, it's more of a holdback.
That is correct.
So I wanted to ask you, man, because you obviously have been in a lot of events and host a lot of events. What would you say has been? I mean, because you've done a lot, but what would you say have been one of your highlights events, and why?
One is hard to say. This past year, I actually did a couple of things that took me up a notch as far as being a host. I was able to do XXL freshman class in New York. Shout out to the homie YK Osiris and the whole YKMG group. And that was New York and LA. Pretty big stage for the XXL freshman class. Pretty sure you guys know all the headliners that was on there. From the Baby to Megan Thee Stallion to Gunna, Roddy Ricch, YBN, Cordero. So many different people to share the stage with, which was a huge ordeal. And then about a year or two ago, me and Tim, we've done some things with BET. So that's definitely another notch that was put on the belt. That was pretty big. So XXL, BET. Oh yeah, one more thing. I did a cruise in Bahamas with DJ Khaled and Cardi B.
Oh man,
that was crazy as well.
Damn.
Damn is right.
That was all last year.
Yep, all last year.
What are you gonna do this year
to top that? Yeah. I mean, we're already kicking it off this Saturday. We're doing something at the Vistar Arena, which is supposed to be a
Little Baby.
Yep, sold out crowd.
Oh, I saw that. Yeah, I've seen that. Those advertisements.
I'll be over there turning up with my homie YK Osiris again.
Oh, he's gonna
perform.
Oh, he's gonna perform. Oh, dang, that's dope.
We got Lil Baby, Young Jeezy, Rod Wave, YK Osiris, Cash Doll, Sadie Hendrix, Lil Papa.
Yeah. So you were you like event coordinator? What were you
with this upcoming event? Or with those other ones?
Well, no, for this one specifically.
I'm gonna host with.
Host.
I'm a host with YK Osiris.
Damn. Yeah. Okay, got you. Now, okay.
Yeah.
That's dope.
I did help do some coordinating, but that was behind the scenes moves.
Okay, yeah, got you. That's awesome though. Yeah, but I'm pretty sure that's not just gonna be the highlight of your 2020.
Yeah, that's just the highlight of February.
There you go.
Yeah, I mean, with this industry, man, you never know. Like, if we would have had this sit down a week ago, I wouldn't even been talking about that event, because it just happened this week. I got the call, So with this industry, it's a lot of fly by night type shit. People just call you when they think that you're needed. It's crazy. I mean, you could post something that catches people's attention and be like, you know what? Let's throw YUALL on this show. Or let's get YUALL out here, and that's just how the industry works.
Yeah,
It's a lot of last minute shit.
So you're always working 24/7, pretty much, right?
Man, this is my life. This is all I do. No clocking in, no clocking out. It's kind of like you're on the clock. I've had like 3 people call me since I've been here. I'm pretty sure they would love to have my full attention. But it's a 24/7 type gig. Literally, people don't respect your time. I swear to God. It's kind of like you could be up till 5 in the morning and somebody call you at 8. Like, hey man, I need you. You know, you're just leaving the studio at 5. It's crazy.
Automatically, so we pull. How long we been here?
25 minutes.
So we've been talking for 25 minutes, and I already have a massive amount of respect. First and foremost, you love what you do. I mean, I can hear it just by how you talk about it. And second of all, what you just said right now is a lot of people have a bunch of disrespect for your time.
Yeah,
man, time is so fucking important.
That's what's gonna make the price go up, though.
There you go.
Yeah,
there you motherfucker. Go.
So, speaking of, like, you love what you're doing, but is there any regret that, like, I wish I stuck to being specifically artist with my vocals,
Yeah, I definitely. I mean, it's crazy because sometimes I go to places and I walk in a room, and that's about that energy I was telling you.
Yeah.
I'll go to a place and I walk in a room, and people be like, "Hey, do you rap? Like, do you make music?" And sometimes it's like people that's on a whole nother level, and they're asking me that shit, and I'm like, fuck. Only if I had a damn song I could present to this person that could possibly change my whole life. So what that has led to me doing is now I do a lot of intros with artists. So I don't know if you're familiar, like, with DJ Khaled on the song.
Yeah.
I'm kind of working my way into doing things like that now.
Got you. Yeah. Well, kind of like to parlay with that as well. It's crazy. DJ Khaled, when I first heard about DJ Khaled, I'm like, oh, this guy, like, I was assuming he's like an artist. He's a rapper. And I just hear, like, he's DJ Khaled and other people's music, like other people's vocals and lyrics. I'm like, what does he do?
Yeah.
So,
I mean, people do me the same way. I mean, my goal is, by the end of this summertime, you guys hearing songs that have the plug on it. It'll be a simple drop, and you'll just hear the plug. And not in my voice, a girl's voice, of course. Yeah. And then you'll just hear me do an intro, and people probably be confused, like, who the fuck was that? Yeah, right. And what does he do? But I mean, it's another creative art, to be honest. I mean, to kind of get on the track and create the intro to keep people's. I mean, because in this industry, another thing is fucked up is people's what do you call it? Attention span. I mean, you only get probably like 3 to 4 seconds to capture somebody's attention span. If not, they can go on to something else.
Yeah, from there to
there's
gone.
so much going on. Yeah. So if you don't catch them in the first 3 to 6 seconds, they're out of here.
Yeah, I'm I fall victim to that. I hear like first, like, I give it 30 seconds though. I'm like the first 30 seconds, I'm gone.
Yeah. And that's probably because you're a part of this industry, I do the same thing. I kind of could give you a little bit more, but think about people who really don't give a fuck about this industry. They just regular 9 to 5, nothing entrepreneur, nothing in the music really interests me. I like songs and I don't like them. Honestly, I mean, you got people out here that'll follow 5,000 people and only have 400 followers. Yeah. So think about how their attention span works. I mean, as soon as they look at something, they can just swipe up and it's on to the next person. Yeah. So you have to creatively stick out. That's some advice for you guys too on your podcast. I mean, always, think outside the box. Put yourself in position to be different than the other ones.
Now, my question to you is on that. Because certain people have certain values. Now, what is your line as far as, this is my payout, but these are my values, and I'm not willing to get this payout in crossing my values at the same time. So how do you feel about that? Like, what are your values there?
I mean, it just depends on what the situation is. If I don't, I'm an energy consumer. So if it don't feel right, I don't care how much you offer, unless it's like this crazy amount of money, then it's like, fuck how I feel. For these 10 seconds, I'll get that check and I'll leave.
I was listening. Yeah, I was listening to podcasts. Yeah.
But outside of a large, life-changing, bill-changing amount of money, I probably just say fuck it if it doesn't feel right. Just to be honest. So, I mean, it goes back into the morals and the characteristics that you have. I mean, I'm not gonna sell my soul for some bullshit,
Yeah, absolutely. I feel like people are bought out easily. But I was listening to this podcast And he's like, yeah, I normally wouldn't cross this for, let's say, like $1 million. But if you're throwing $10 million in the books, man, fuck all that shit. All that shit just goes out the window.
I probably am him now, whatever year prior. Because if you give me $1 million, I'd probably say fuck. Fuck with what I'm feeling. Just let me get that $1 million, do what I got to do, and get out of here.
Right, because from there you can, that million's obviously going to put you in a position where now you can actually work towards your goals and do the things that you're actually passionate about.
Yeah, I can fake my energy for a little while for $1 million.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and then at that point, your kids would be good,
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
exactly.
But so you worked with QC.
Mm-hmm.
But I kind of wanted to ask, what is your goal? Do you want to own your own record label? What do you want to?
I mean, of course, that'll be a dope situation. To be able to creatively control, my artists and put things out there the way that I feel like they should be put out. That's a long-term goal, I would say.
Mm-hmm. Right
now, I just want to be able to be responsible for one artist, really taking them out the mud and, from the mud to the riches would be the quote. I study a lot of things and a lot of people like Diddy and Jay-Z and people of that stature. So
that man Diddy's smart as fuck.
Yeah, just kind of follow blueprints like them and get into my own little space. Yeah. So I guess who knows, as far as label wise. I mean, I'm not in a position right now to start a label, but I mean that's definitely an end goal.
Cause it only takes one.
It only takes one.
Yeah, it only takes one. Once you get that one person, you're
it's a domino effect.
Yeah, exactly.
They start falling in.
Yeah.
So I mean, I'm working with a lot of artists now, kind of searching for that one. And I mean, with my energy and my thoughts, I believe that one of these ones that I have now could definitely change the situation dramatically. Yeah. It's a lot of work though. It's not.
It's not.
Yeah, it ain't sweet.
It ain't easy as it sounds, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
That's why I say work hard, live easy.
But the Jacksonville scene is definitely popping, like YK Osiris.
Yeah, it's on the come up, man.
Yeah, so I think if you find one, you can definitely find a diamond in the rough here in Jacksonville.
Yeah, and I mean it's actually a lot of talent here.
Yeah, we talk about that, and I mean, anytime that we have an artist here in the room, it's like we talk about it. Hey, listen, man. I mean, because Jacksonville, in a sense, it is on the come up, but it's in a sense it's sort of dead because it is on the come up.
Yeah, for sure.
And there is so much hidden talent that we're yet to explore.
Yeah, labels are starting to figure out that. I take trips out there to L.A., New York, whatever. And people are asking like, what's going on in Jacksonville? Who's the next star out there? And that's thankful for people like Osiris and Tokyo Jets and Young and Ace and so many other different artists that have really been able to get on the major platform and kind of represent the city in the right way.
Yeah, no, definitely. Kind of like what the Baby did for Charlotte.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
exactly. I mean, nobody was thinking about Charlotte beforehand, and I think, what P.D. Pablo from? Ain't he from? See, I mean, it's people that has buzzed out of these places before, but they didn't directly touch the city to put the city on the situation to touch the nation. So I mean, that's kind of what I'm looking to do right now. Find me the next the baby of Jacksonville, quote unquote.
And then
I use those quotes very loosely.
Yeah, because I get what you're saying, because there's only gonna be one the baby. There's only gonna be one.
Exactly.
YK Cyrus.
His marketing schemes are probably the best that I've ever seen in music. Yeah, exactly. Shout out to the Real Goats, my homie Spicy Rico and Rico, the regular Rico, I guess. But yeah, the Real Goats definitely put him. And that's what I was saying earlier about keeping the right team around you, the right creatives, the right content, people like Tim and others. I mean, it has to be that way because it's no way possible for the baby to capture these moments the way that they do. Even if he had the ability to, he couldn't possibly do it himself. So his marketing is like I said, it's unheard of anybody to market themselves the way $1 billion Baby did. For him.
Yeah, he also, I think he came out with one of the best music videos, Bop.
Yeah,
like phenomenal. Like the whole one take, awesome.
And not even just the vid. I mean, think about all of the sequels that they have to it. From just the part with the
I've seen a couple
just the part with I think the name of the dance group is like King something, but that's marketing. I mean, that's really what's key for artists, and that's something that I specialize in. So a lot of artists don't understand that, and that's why they keep themselves in that local brim, because it's just like you gotta have a niche. You know, you gotta be more than just making music. You know how many people out here can sing? How many people can rap? Like actually are good at it, but that don't mean shit. Cause who's gonna know it?
Yeah.
You know, if you don't market yourself correctly, talent don't mean shit. I mean, did you guys play sports in school?
Yeah, yeah.
Do you know people that were worse than you that probably still went to college and played ball?
Yeah.
You probably was like, damn, I was better than this dude, and he still went to a D1 college because he applied himself differently.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I did it too. I mean, it was people that were way better than me and didn't even go to school. I went to college and played ball, and they still in the hood. And it's just because they didn't apply themselves correctly.
Yeah.
So that lets you know right there, talent don't mean shit.
Yeah, it's learning how to sell yourself.
Exactly.
That's the most important part, man.
Exactly.
Selling your character, who you are, because that's what people. I mean, aside from the music,
That's what
I
they
mean,
buy into.
right? I mean, the baby, great music, right?
Yep.
Like you said, there's people out here who are singers, rappers, and they're great at what
But
they
when
do.
he really slaps the shit out of a nigga, it makes a way bigger difference.
He
than
does, like-
him just saying it, and when you actually see him do it, now you're like, whoa.
Yeah, like this new video that came out with the hotel scene and shit. Did you see that?
Yeah, I mean, and then I also tell my artists, man, create the hype. Don't get caught up in it.
Right, yeah.
You know what I mean? Because it's a lot of smoke and mirrors out here, too. Just got to be careful.
Yeah, I feel like especially rising from, going from the bottom to that kind of fame where you're getting all the eyes are basically on you. I mean,
For
it's very
sure.
important not to get lost in the sauce. I mean, it really is, because it changes you.
And it's easy to do so.
Yeah, I feel like it takes a lot, man. I feel like it takes a lot not to be changed, because when when you have that much attention and that much money in your hands, now everything just changes.
Yes, for
because
sure.
you go from the bottom of having absolutely nothing to having the world in your hands, because you really do. At that point, how many people can really say no to you?
Yeah, I mean,
And then you get used to that.
That's when you understand the value of money. Because, like I said, talent's not gonna make people stick around. It's about what position you put yourself in. Where are you at? What are you doing exactly? Because there's a lot of people. Like I said, there's a lot of people singing American Idol, The Voice.
Yeah.
These people put people on platforms all the time where you're like, damn, this little regular dude comes out of nowhere and has the voice like Mariah Carey, a guy singing the same notes as her.
Yeah.
You've never heard of him. And he says, they ask him questions like, where you from? And he says, Jacksonville, Florida. How old are you? 37. And then he sings like this. You're like, what the fuck? He's been here 37 years and I've never seen this dude before. That lets you know a lot right then and there.
And I think the reason for that is just also the amount of work that you put in, how much you really want it. Because
Man.
you could have talent, but if you don't execute on your talent and your desires and dreams and goals, then, I mean, what's the point, right?
Rappers are told that they have to put 10,000 hours in before shit even matters.
Patience, that's another thing, man.
It's a virtue.
Patience.
Yeah.
Patience is a virtue.
Especially nowadays where everything's getting quicker. I mean, everything's literally getting quicker. Not only social media, literally just our cars, everything is getting quicker.
Yeah.
And with that also comes our wanting for everything to get quicker, especially our goals. Everybody wants shit to be quick, and they just don't understand that.
Yeah, I mean, people get caught up in these trends, and they want what they see.
Right. It's the big. They see the big picture, but it takes big work to get the big picture, right?
Yeah, they don't want that part.
No.
They don't want that part.
That's why talent isn't all that matters. Work ethic, I feel like in a sense is almost just as important as fucking talent, man. If not more.
We started off with the right quote: "Work hard, live easy."
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Yes,
mean,
sir.
that's deeper than rap.
So I want to ask you a question, because you mentioned niche earlier, and this is just a personal question, because you obviously work with a bunch of different artists, and nowadays, I feel like rap, as far as rap itself, divides itself into two different categories. We have what we call the mumble rappers and the lyrical G's. Where do you stand on that?
As far as which one?
Do you pick on, or you just enjoy music in itself?
Yeah, I just enjoy music. I mean, because it once you understand the process, it's not all about just the rapper. He could be a mama rapper, but the producer could be a great producer.
Right.
So if the track is booming, just because he didn't really get on there and say too much, I might still like the tempo of the song, or I might still like this part or the hook. So I mean, I don't really get caught up in that because I feel like as an artist, you're just doing what you want to do as a creator. You're creating whatever you believe is hot, and if it works, it works. If it doesn't, you'll know. So I mean, it's kind of like it's just like people judging what they. I mean, can't call him a mumble rapper. Somebody out here understood him. Right. Shit. I mean, when you truly mumble, nobody understands you. You're like everybody's like, what? But somebody understood these guys. So I mean, I know at one point they were calling the Migos mumble rappers.
That's outrageous.
I don't understand.
That's outrageous.
They were like the opposite of mumble. They actually were like one word creative, like Versace,
Yeah.
Versace. How did you not hear what the fuck he said? when did he mumble?
I remember Snoop said some shit like that. He's like, I don't know who started this mumble rap shit, whether it was the Migos
and caught like the flow.
I mean, now fast 4 or 5 years later, so, I mean, I'm pretty sure Snoop and the Migos been in the same room and they smoked the blunt together.
Yeah. Exactly.
No, but the Migos can spit. I hate people like diminish the Migos. That's one of I get triggered. They can spit like Commando, like straight bars.
Yeah.
Straight bars. I hate people like Migos can't do that. But no, have you heard Commando? That shit.
Nah, I personally fuck with the Migos musically and in business. So those are the homies. Shout out to Offset.
Yeah, because you worked at. So what do you do? Because I see you at QC on your Instagram pictures. Do you what exactly do you do? Cause
so that's what I was telling you earlier about creating the or getting into the title of being a executive artist director. Because I basically just direct some of the movements. If you have an upcoming artist, just because you're on a label, that doesn't guarantee you anything. You still got to put that groundwork in. You still got to show your work ethic. So just connecting artists from their label with our market here. If it's from introducing them to all the DJs to start getting their songs in rotation. I mean, even if it's just like a meet and greet with fans, just basically directing them to do things that touch different markets. Yeah. It's so many different titles and positions in the music game that people just don't shed light on. So really what I'm doing is just shedding. Most people that do the things that I do, they don't want any attention. They just treat it just like a job. They do it and get out. But me, it's like, fuck no. It's like I'm doing a lot. If I'm the one that's introducing Little Baby to this market, you're going to know it. If I'm the one introducing 21 Savage to this market, I'm going to make sure you know it was me because I'm the plug. So because I want people that's in 21 Savage 4 years ago to come to me so 4 years later I can have some type of responsibility to their situation.
Yeah, and this goes back to what you said about talent. I mean, you got to sell yourself, right? Yeah, exactly. You got to put yourself out there.
Exactly.
Or else who the hell's going to know you?
So that's what I do. I help artists from different labels get out there and actually get out here because I do it in this market. So, I mean, it's crazy. Like, I met the City Girls way before everybody knew them.
The City Girls.
I help get their situation to all the DJs. So I've worked with QC hand in with a lot of different artists. Shout out to the homie Kadife over there at Capital Records.
Shit. So this kind of also alludes back to I was gonna say no, never mind. It's weird. Never mind. It's a weird question. I was gonna say like back to
it's only dumb when you don't ask it.
All right, I'll ask it. Fuck it. I was gonna say it looked kind of back to where I asked you like, do you still miss it? Do you at the time? Do you like? When it comes to like when meeting these people, like you meet these people before they're like big, before they're like City Girls. Do you like at that time? Do you? Because for me, I feel like I'm a petty person. I feel like kind of envious. I'm like, damn, like that could be me,
Yeah, I mean, no, because actually you never know, and that's the big thing about relationships. Yeah, you never know. I mean, because I could go viral tomorrow. Yeah. And, say I go viral tomorrow and we had this podcast today. You just didn't know. Yeah. So, I mean, it was no need to be like, dang, I should have did this or should have that. I mean, because you didn't know yesterday. Right. I mean, but if you hold your composure and you present yourself correctly, you don't have to worry about that shit because if I do blow tomorrow, I'm going to remember you guys and be like, hey, guess what, man? I want to take you guys with me on this situation. So, I mean, it's just all about networking correctly.
Yeah.
And usually with me, it's I got this special eye, man. It's kind of like I see it. It's like sometimes I can be like, I did an intro for an artist that's upcoming. His name is Stamp. Shout out to little Stamp, little homie. But on the intro, I said some people just got it, some people just do it. And I mean, you can look at somebody and be like, you know what? Like this guy or this girl, she looks like a star, but they could be sitting down not doing shit. So if their energy doesn't match their presence, it's kind of like a waste, you know. And I have that eye to see, like, you know what, these people right here, man, they look like they're about to take it to the next level. So let me tighten up. Let me make sure my energy is correct. Let me make sure I'm doing everything that I can do to help assist, because once again, you don't know. You don't want to miss your opportunity.
That's the other thing that I appreciate you right off the bat. The fact that you want to help people out, man.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, because as an artist, when I was an artist, I should say, I didn't have any help. And if I did, I probably wouldn't have fucked up the ways that I did, because I actually had some crazy opportunities. I mean, as an artist, I was on the radio, doing tours, performing in different places. And I just didn't understand the business portion of it. So it kind of like just went in circles and didn't go anywhere, because nobody was truly trying to help me. So out of all the knowledge and things that I've obtained within the last 12 years, I'd be damned to just keep it in myself. I need to instill it in other people, so it can just be a pass around.
Yeah, it comes full circle, and
knowledge is power.
Yeah, absolutely. Come full circle. You wanna make sure. No, I think it's dope. You want to make sure, people that are your age at the time that don't mess up. You want to definitely get on. That's awesome. It really is.
And that's why I really got into developing artists right there, because you'll be surprised how many people just don't know, like, about the business of music, and don't even understand that music is a business. Yeah. People just think it's just some shit that you can do or go to the studio. I mean, and what's the difference is a rapper or a singer or a big gap between a rapper and a singer and an artist.
Yeah. They're
not the same. Just because you rap and sing, that doesn't make you an artist. Because anybody, I mean, if you got $40 an hour, you can go downtown to this local studio and rap. That doesn't make you any special than anybody else. But an artist, that means you understand something a little different than everybody else. Because it's a business, you know? It's almost like owning a McDonald's and cooking burgers for one. Mm-hmm. I mean, both of y'all in the same building, but
very different.
It's two different positions.
Very different. Yeah, with that little metaphor right there, it's just painting a nice little picture.
Yeah, that's what I do. I am an artist. I paint fucking pictures for artists. For real.
Yeah.
I just don't get on the mic and rap.
So, as far as artists go, because you're mentioning singers and rappers, do you primarily and dominantly work with rappers, or do you just work all across the board?
Yeah, actually, one of my biggest confirmations was a singer. Due to like NDAs, I won't say any names, but it's no discretion. I don't care, just as long as you're ready to work, long as you're ready to kind of like be guided correctly. A lot of people think they know it all, and it's like, if you knew it, then you will be doing it. So shut the fuck up, sit back, relax.
That's the other thing.
Be an artist, and that's it.
Yeah.
Like, why are you trying to be a fucking producer, a manager, DJ?
That's very important, man.
Like, just do your job.
That's actually, I feel like that's also very important, especially because you can, you say that you can sense the energy in some people. Mm-hmm. I feel like those people need to also have a certain teachability index.
Yeah, for sure.
Because if you're closed-minded at all times and you feel like you got the right hand and you're right at all times, you can't grow from there, man.
Instead of index, I would, what most people can relate, it's a syllabus. Because this shit is just like school. It's just like school. But fortunately, I'm just a teacher, or a substitute right now. And this is a syllabus, and it's certain guidelines that you have to follow to become a successful artist. But if you think that you can just come in and do it your own way, you're going to fail. Yeah. That's a guarantee. That's the only guarantee you have is a loss.
Yeah.
What do you think are some main I would say values or things that an artist, because we're talking about artists that actually that they need to possess in order to be successful in a sense.
That's too much free game. You could just follow me, YUALL the plug.
That's too much free game. I like that.
You can't give all secrets.
You can't give sauce.
If you feel like you need some help, man, just hit me up. I'm very responsive. Sometimes you can get lost in those private requests, but once again, stay consistent. Hit me up multiple times if I don't reply, because I'm actually here to help. I want to help.
Yeah, and we linked your Instagram on the description. So
yeah, most definitely.
Yeah, first thing actually. So
I'm the plug.
Let me do it again. Yeah, but while we kind of just transition here, do you have anything that you specifically wanted to talk about?
No, I mean we covered a lot of grounds, just in general, man. Understanding that what we're doing and keeping the value of everything, knowing that this shit is a business. Just respecting the grind, keep the work ethic up, no excuses, stay humble. I mean, it's a conversation that I could probably make last a couple of days, to be honest. If you put me in the driver's seat, and it's no specifics. It's kind of like this. Depends on what you want. I'm a well-rounded person. I've been a teacher before. I'm a stoner. It just depends. I could touch on any subject. I was gonna actually text y'all before I got here. Be like, can we smoke?
You definitely can.
Oh shit.
Man, you gotta ask these questions, dog. Cause you looking at one.
Yeah, damn. I can sense that energy.
So
I actually just came in partnership with the company called Plug Numbers, and
it's perfect partnership.
We're gonna have our own cannabis.
Is it cannabis or CBD? Cannabis?
No CBD. I mean, we do have CBD,
but it's cannabis.
But that's not what I was presenting at the time. We're gonna have our own THC, I should say.
Yes, sir.
One of the owners actually just texted me. It'd be love if he was close by. But yeah, I mean, you can tap in with that too. Plug Numbers on Instagram. But yeah, we're gonna have our own
Plug Numbers,
our own tree, own weed, own cannabis, medicinal.
Oh man, so that's another thing, man. They need to legalize this shit immediately, man.
Yeah, I mean it is kind of legal, to be honest. Like, you could get your card.
It needs to be recreational though.
Yeah. I mean that'd be love to go downtown and smoke in front of the police station. I definitely would wave to a couple more JSO officers if I could. But I mean, I think that goes back to your energy. It's crazy to say. I mean, because I smoke every fucking where. It's two things that I do everywhere. I take my gun everywhere and I smoke everywhere. I don't give a fuck. Like, I literally would, like, if I didn't feel like it was, like, against ethics, I probably would smoke at church if you could. If they had, like, a section where you could smoke, like, I would rather be mentally stable if I had to go in there and listen to somebody preach. I mean, I'm a true to life stoner. I look at it like shit. You let people smoke cigarettes in a restaurant before.
Yeah, that's
smoking
crazy.
weed anywhere shouldn't even be a problem.
It really shouldn't, especially when people are smoking cigarettes. That shit smells worse, and it's worse for you.
Yeah, I mean, I remember I used to travel. I still travel. But I remember traveling back in the day, man. People could smoke fucking cigarettes in the airport. That was the worst shit ever. Yeah. I mean, like, they had ashtrays everywhere. Now they like put them back out, and it should say like cannabis or CBD, THC only.
Yeah.
No tobacco.
Yeah, dude. The crazy thing is, back in the day, I mean, they would smoke like right in front of the babies. They would smoke every fucking where. Like, it was ridiculous, dude. They even advertise it as like a medical thing. Like, it would actually help you out. Like, it was doctor recommended, which is pretty insane. Especially looking at like the industry now with everything that's going on with these like vape companies and stuff like that. These bans, like now tobacco products 21.
Yeah,
that's it.
Yeah, it's getting crazy. I mean, I think they're doing that just due to like people being irresponsible. I mean, and now you got like fucking 12-year-olds and 13-year-olds smoking blunts and shit. It's crazy. So I don't condone in that because I am a father, so I wouldn't want my son or my daughter's brain getting getting affected that early, because it's kind of like you want to be you want to be in a mindset that you can actually understand what you're doing and what's the purpose. I mean, some people really have mental issues, and smoking, helps them. And that's not like a medical thing where it's like, oh, I'm just really sick. It's just mentally, it's like I smoke because anxiety is crazy, like in this industry, man. You can side note before I keep going. How long do we got left? Because
you
this can go as long as you want, boss.
I was just asking because I mean I could have I can set the room on fire with some smoke soon. Oh my God, it's like 22 minutes away from here. But yeah, I mean it's like it's an anxiety thing, because once I get around a lot of people that I don't know, it's kind of weird. I mean, think about it. You get in these crowds and think about the Travis Scott situation. There's 15,000 people there, and it's like, what the fuck? Nobody but the people that you came with. Like, how do you contain yourself around all of these different energies? I got a solution for you. Roll up.
Dude, that's so funny, because when we were at the Travis Scott concert, I took my little pen, but there was a guy right beside me
smoking a blunt.
Yeah, smoking a blunt. I was like,
how did you get that shit in here?
No, I was like, pass that shit, man. Stop playing games.
For sure. I mean, I'm definitely an advocate of freely smoking. I honestly don't get. If I would have brought my laptop in here, I see all your stickers, you'd have been like, what the fuck? I could pick my laptop and they got straight, cannabis companies on it, because I just don't understand what's the problem. Like I never got what's the real issue.
I mean, I can tell you what the issue is.
I'm listening. I'm all ears.
I mean, it's a money thing. It's a money thing. That's really all it is, man. I mean, if you know the story and the origin as to why weed became illegal and such a threat, it was because of the paper companies. You can do anything with weed. I mean, you got CBD for medicinal. You can create paper. You can create clothes. You can do everything. So it's such a threat to major industries that they're like, man, we got to take this shit down, especially medical. Man, that's a big industry. It's an evil industry too, man.
Do you know one of the biggest lobbyists against weed is big pharmaceutical companies? Yeah.
I mean, they make the most money within it. They make more than your average trap house. And I think that's what it goes down to. It's about the money. Yeah. They don't want you to. We're about to. The pharmaceutical people are on the way, But I don't think they want you to actually make that much free money without them having some type of a standard or regards over it. I mean, because I just don't get why put people in jail for it. That's my only. I mean,
and then legalize it afterwards.
If you find people, maybe all right, like find them for smoking in certain areas, maybe like because this is a non-smoking place, I can understand that. That's just against their policy at that place. But to actually take somebody's freedom away for choosing to smoke, like, if you think it's bad, like, let them fuck themselves up.
Especially when alcohol is much more of a threat.
Yeah, I mean, think about how many killings happened last year just due to like DUIs and drunk driving and shit compared to smoke. I mean, it's weird. I've gotten into driving different places and high. I never even thought about crashing. Like it's not even. It actually helps me concentrate.
Right?
So it's like oh shit, let me put two hands on the wheel.
Yeah,
it's like you know what I mean. Like when you're drinking, you're probably like shit, fuck the hands on the wheel. Let me see if this car can drive by itself. Like because you can't control yourself when you're drunk.
Yeah, you can't.
It's a mental state when you're high, so you're actually overthinking things. You're kind of like thinking like the most logic reasons of why not to do things.
Yeah, and I feel like for especially for people in the music industry, I feel like it's a creative tool. To be honest, and for a lot of people, not just the music industry, I feel like it can be a creative tool.
Because let's just keep the word artist as an artist. Like, I'm pretty sure artists that use a paintbrush and a pencil, I'm pretty sure they're smoking. I know a lot of different creators, and I don't know any of them who don't smoke, or at least not for it. Shit, I don't even know people. I mean, we're collegiate people, so we went to college. I know people that was smoking in college that's now a police officer.
Yeah.
Like, how hypocritical could that be? Like, and how do you stop that? You know, like, what the fuck do you give them a drug test that affects them for, like, do you know what they did when they was in a freshman year in college? And now now is it right for them to be able to arrest you? Like, it's weird when I even think about that. If I smoke with you today, and then you become a police officer next week, is that really rightful for you to be able to arrest me for something that I did with you? Because you got a new job? Like, that don't make sense to me.
It's money.
Yeah. Well, I get what you're saying, but for them, it's also a job. They got
yeah, but that's what I'm
dude.
saying. That's like saying I'm gonna take you to jail for fucking eating Popeye's chicken because now I have a job at Chick-fil-A. Like, how does that sound? Like, we're talking about freedom compared to a fucking job.
Yeah.
You know, because it's not my job to be in jail. Like, that's weird. You know, like it's just crazy. I mean, I think what we all here accomplishing or what we all want to accomplish these days are freedom, financially, spiritually, mentally. I think everybody wants to be free. So to take that away from somebody, I mean, I think it should be. I wish I was a fucking. He's into politics. I almost talking about this makes me want to get in it and run for president. Vote YUALL for president.
Yeah.
Tim, you missed the fucking.
I mean, I wasn't looking. You already know how I feel about that.
You missed my campaign picture. But both you guys intake?
Just I.
Yeah, I knew that. That was a rhetorical question. I wanted to get his opinion on it.
I feel like one day.
Oh no, no, I'm totally down. I don't smoke. I just never felt the need to. But he knows. I'm always advocate for people. I want it to be legalized.
So you never smoked?
Nah.
I was gonna sneak him an edible one day. He was drunk as hell, but then he
do you drink?
I do drink.
All right.
I agree with saying. Yeah.
All right. I don't drink, but I gotta. Yeah, we gotta get. Man, do your job drug test you?
No, don't drug test me.
Oh yeah, but guess what you're gonna do today?
Oh
I
man,
don't know about that big.
let me tell you,
Huh?
we've been trying to get this man to budge.
Like, have you been in the room?
Yeah, I've been in rooms with him too. Yeah.
That's smoking.
He lives in
It's literally no difference. I promise you. No.
Well, he don't smoke in the room. He be outside.
Yeah, we smoke outside.
But it really isn't a difference because think about how many people that they say die from secondhand. They actually say secondhand smoke will
It's more dangerous. Yeah.
kill people quicker than the people that's actually taking the cigarette themselves.
Because they're taking the filter and you spit out.
In your face and just smoke it.
If you don't smoke, yeah, I think it'll be the same effect. Shit, probably so. Probably so. How long you guys been doing this? You said since November?
Since November, yeah. It's technically their 22nd episode.
Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, it's just we're patient with it. We know we shouldn't. We don't expect to be.
Of course.
Yeah.
Of course.
Top.
It's an operation. It's an order of operation.
Yeah.
What motivated you guys to start this?
We just I don't know, podcasts in general. We well, me personally, I can't remember, but we wanted to have a platform that we can allow, we can talk freely, express freely ideas like smoking weed and stuff like that, and have other people also have a conversation. One of the best things is having a conversation that I like doing. I like engaging in conversation,
for sure.
Constructive, not arguments, but I do like to. Have debates with people, talk about it, and so people just shy away from that. They don't want to sometimes have that hard conversation, and I don't know. For me personally, I like talking about stuff like that.
No, for sure.
And you meet. Go ahead. No, I was just saying. Now, meeting new people, you literally do learn too, because ignorance is bliss is our title.
Man.
Yeah, literally, ignorance is bliss. It's cut out, but ignorance is bliss is our title. We learned a lot. From different people, perspectives and all that.
That's a good title. Ignorance. That's a true title.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the other thing. Not only because I told you before, I think that you're very selfless, and that's a good thing. You want to help people out, and we're learning here, just talking to you and talking to other people in different fields, and we're also delivering that message to other people. Now, other people get the get the time to intake this information and learn themselves, because I feel like we. Like you said, giving a platform for people to speak and express themselves. A lot of people have different mindsets and different opinion on things, and I feel like it's always good to intake how other people view the world, because it's all different. We're all created different. We're human beings, but
we're all created differently.
Exactly.
We control our own universe.
Yeah.
So I just think I want to learn. I want other people to learn, and I just want people to have a voice, really.
Yeah, for sure.
And just
dope.
pick the brain.
That's dope.
Yeah, we had points people. We had OnlyFans chick. We had.
For real? How was that?
It was our highest viewed episode.
Yeah.
Was she like naked?
Nah,
No, sir. This is on YouTube. We can't do that.
We should have fucking put it on OnlyFans. That would have been dope.
No, we got a lot of views from that, though.
Yeah, that's probably highest viewed. Cause people just like that shit, like that taboo stuff to talk about.
People like trolling too.
Yeah.
I was about to do a troll. I was about to say the 6ix9ine. This is going to be the highest viewed episode right here because I'm saying that. I was just playing.
It's 6ix9ine.
You think he's gonna get out?
Oh, he's gonna get out.
He's gonna get out this year, right?
You think people are gonna like still continue to fuck
yes.
with his music?
Oh,
maybe.
I think a portion of people, yes. I think a portion. I think he's setting himself up
Don't think so?
He had his whole fan base was the internet and the same fans. He never did festivals. The only thing will put out music. He's gonna have the same fans.
For sure.
They're not going nowhere.
Yeah, that's what I think. Yeah,
Now,
absolutely.
What's going to be not funny, excuse me, because it's going to be tragic, but what's going to be something to see is how the music industry itself is going to embrace him. Are artists going to work?
Yeah,
most
Who's
definitely.
gonna work?
That's
because a lot of people.
Is he going to be just randomly assaulted everywhere he goes? Because I mean, it's just as a rapper, you got to keep that persona.
Yeah.
And, he snitched, so you can't.
What do you guys think? I mean, you think he's gonna have to? I mean, because I want your guys' opinion because we're definitely in 3 different mind states. So I just what do you guys think?
Like he said, I think that there still is going to be a fan base who will listen to his music. I think it's like what he said as well, where other collaboration with other artists might become an issue.
No, for sure. It's already an issue.
Yeah. But as far as him being able to put music out there and people listen to it and him making money, I don't think he's going to have a problem with that.
But by you saying that, if you really think about it, he really didn't collaborate with too many artists beforehand, and he did well with his singles.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
My opinion on it, man, it's gonna be very interesting. I think he'll kind of turn over to more of a pop world. I think the music still will be. I think he'll be the first artist to kind of introduce like a rap pop. I don't think his shows will be the same. Because if you think about it, before he did talk about a lot of gang talk.
Yeah, he has to change that game up now.
And I think that led to him indulging into like the urban community. But I think now it's going to be more of like a musical type of thing, and I think he's going to embrace the fact that he snitched.
Well, I mean, he has to. What the fuck is he going to do?
I think he's going to. I believe that his first song is going to be like, yeah, I snitched, bitch. What would you have done in my situation? And I think his first interview is gonna say the same. Like, I think he's gonna be smart enough to say like, this is what happened to me. Now put yourself in this situation and you tell me what you would have done. And I'm not like I'm not condoning snitching, but I do condone if you put my life in danger. Like, I'm gonna do whatever it takes to make sure I'm good.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, if I'm not good, then like, why would I put you before me?
Yeah, especially because in your case, you have a kid,
Yeah, for sure.
I provide for my kid.
So didn't he?
Well, I heard he's a trash dad. That's what I heard.
I mean, everything about him got tarnished after that. It was like he was the best dude beforehand, the best weirdest dude.
Yeah.
A lot of people was tarnishing him because of his hair colors and things like that. But
that's the other thing. He came in different.
Yeah.
You can't, and you have to do that kind of shit.
I mean, it wouldn't have
You can
worked.
atone to that in this industry.
Yeah, it wouldn't have worked if he was just a regular, clean cut dude saying the same shit without the rainbow hair, without the tattoos on the face, without the crazy dressing. It wouldn't have worked.
Do you think he's still gonna be trolling people? You think so?
Yeah, I
Tim
think
does.
I think he's gonna be smarter though. I don't think he's gonna troll
He
the.
can troll anybody because he know he gonna run with the military.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's gonna. Yeah, I mean, I think that's what's gonna keep him super
Military.
relevant. He's gonna move like the president.
You know YG want to get at him, so you think he gonna just YG? So he gonna, I'm sorry, big dog. No, he gonna work it. The same machine that he had. It's just not gonna be gangster. It's just gonna be I'm a troll.
Yeah. That's what I meant by it. It's not gonna. It's definitely not gonna be the same. But his security, man. They just put out that his own
It'd be a
security
male, right?
team quit.
Oh.
Said they didn't want to do anything with them because they feel like their life is gonna be in
Oh
danger.
yeah, absolutely.
But I believe he's gonna go get like some ex-Secret Service dudes, like
Yeah.
the old fucking what's the highest form of military? The SEAL or something.
Navy SEALs.
I think he's gonna have like some ex-Navy SEAL guys walking with us. I think the people that's gonna be with him is gonna be like so scary that even like a person like YG not gonna want to fuck with
If
him.
you're not the only people that's gonna mess with him is other military people.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure
You need some crazy Russian Spetsnaz type shit.
but they said he's supposed to be out like by mid-summer or something.
Yeah.
Like that.
Yeah, he's gonna be out. I think he already had like a 10 mil deal coming out.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So like you already know, money's gonna come through. But what I heard is his security detail now is gonna be extremely expensive because of the amount of traction that he's created within the gangster community and everything.
He's like,
And what's that gonna do is that's gonna take the show prices up. Are you guys familiar with like show prices now?
like pricing and stuff like that? Not really.
Man, I'll give you one example. Cardi B turned down $500,000 for a show.
Damn.
Turned it down. She wanted $750. That's how much people are getting paid per night.
Damn.
That's
One
crazy.
night too. Well, I mean, there's also like
Little baby, $100,000 per show, and they're doing 3 to 4 shows a week.
Damn.
They're making enough money in one night that people die to make their whole life.
yeah.
People battle to get to 6 figures.
Yeah.
Like years.
I mean,
Like
almost lifetimes. If you really think about it, I mean,
yeah.
it takes like the pension and everything for people to actually comfortably have like the 100,000 sitting in the bank.
Yeah, but and that's the other thing. They have to go through extreme schooling. Most of the time, they have to go in debt before they can even make that
That's why I
money.
said comfortably sitting in the bank. I mean, you may be your job may pay you $100,000 per year, but that don't mean you're sitting. I mean, they paid you $100,000. You
Right.
still have mortgage, bills,
All that
kids.
bills are a real thing.
So what you take home literally is probably like 60-some thousand, and what you save is probably like 30,000. So
If that. Because people accustom themselves to their salary.
Yeah.
Now
Exactly.
that I'm making 6 figures,
Yeah.
I can spend 6-figure money, which is indeed not the case because 6-figure goes by fast as fuck.
Ignorance is bliss.
Yeah.
For sure, because you make 100,000 and you gonna get you a $60,000 truck to make payments on plus interest. You ain't make 100,000 no more.
Nope.
You make like 35,000 and you still have your kid who wants the Jordans or the Yeezys and shit, and it's crazy. This world is definitely a weird one, man.
I think it's because people like attention. Yeah. Their ego needs that attention. Yeah. I feel like that's part of it.
It's all of it. It used to be. They used to say money was the root of all evil. Now it's attention. Attention is now the new root of all evil, for sure.
People do anything for attention nowadays.
6ix9ine. I mean, anything like put their life in jeopardy. I don't think it's that serious. I don't like working a 9 to 5, but I damn sure go back to working 9 to 5 if it comes to a point where I gotta, like it's crazy. You gotta that's I put that's selling yourself right there. Selling yourself a little too much. Your full self, your inner
and that's
self.
that's why I asked you earlier. What's the payout versus the values? Like what are you willing to do for certain things? And there are obviously people who just don't give a fuck.
They don't. That's weird. Those are weird people to be around too, because I've actually been around people like that, and that's what I mean by protecting your energy and actually knowing what your purpose is. Because I mean, if you get around these people and they don't give a fuck, it can easily rub off on you.
Yeah, absolutely. You are created by the environment that you surround yourself with. Like you said, you know, the people that you surround yourself with is most likely what you're going to become. Because when you saw your people stepped up, you're like, damn, I got to step up.
So guess what you did today?
What did I do today?
You surrounded yourself by 3 stoners.
You know, fucked up. But see, man, it's been a struggle, man. I've known Jesus for about 6 years, 7 years now, something like that.
Something like that.
6 years. And I didn't start smoking until I was 18. As I turned 18, and me and my boy are smokers, and we smoke around him all the time. So, but we've never gotten this man to do anything, like at all. Like we can't do it.
I can sense that energy as well. I mean, but it's actually not as honestly. It just depends on how you are mentally. Like some people, it may not even affect you. That's like one of those. You might hit it and it don't do nothing for you. You know.
But that could be a first time thing, because I feel like that was almost the case for me when I first smoked. I felt like it wasn't as strong. I felt giggly, but that's about it. Like I wasn't like gone.
Yeah,
you know, I've been gone. I've been gone. I've taken I've either smoked a lot or I've taken a mass amount of edibles where like I'm gone.
Yeah, those. Don't do the edible thing, man. Like that's a body high.
Yeah, you don't want to start. You don't want to start with edibles.
Yeah, you don't want to start your experiences off with edibles. It's crazy. I'm not even really with the edible things. Like that's a body high. It'll get you stuck. You'll be sleeping. It'll make you do things you don't want to do, like sleep. It'll be 4 o'clock in the afternoon and you'll sleep like it's 10 o'clock at night. It's crazy.
Wouldn't that also depend on the strain?
Yeah, I think it depends on the milligrams. So you get you a little 50 milligram pie, it might not do nothing, but 300 milligrams.
Oh yeah, that'll fuck you up.
Like I was telling you guys,
I don't care who you are, that'll fuck you up.
Yeah, with the plug numbers, I mean, we got gummies. We got all types of different edible things. Because honestly, what you'll be surprised is, I mean, it's no age limit. I've been in situations with, you know, you see 60, 70-year-old, you know, ladies that may not want to smoke a blunt, but they want the edible, and that's just what they're like. I had a friend a couple of years ago who actually had like a CBD shop out Atlantic Beach, and the customers that he had was unbelievable. I mean, you know, you see a 60, 70-year-old lady come in, you know, hunched over a little bit, you know, barely can walk, asking for her. Some asking for actual THC. I mean, it's kind of like weird, and at the time it makes you actually want to learn more about it. Like what does it do to affect these people, and how does it help them?
Well, it helps them massively, man. There's massive medical help when it comes to the weed, whether it's weed or just CBD.
Yeah, chronic pain, all types of shit.
Definitely, and there's people that think, especially with seizures, like,
oh man, I seen a crazy seizure video where it was this kid. He was having a seizure, and he put the CBD right under his tongue. 10 seconds later, he's good, man. I was like, what the fuck? That's crazy, dude.
They just allowed it to be able for you to be able to have weed at schools now.
Really?
I mean, you know, Google's your best friend. You have to learn more about it. But yeah, I actually seen it on the news. I didn't even see it on my, you know, sometimes I see things on my phone or on my timeline. I'm like,
that's some bullshit, right?
Anybody can make that little meme. You know, they got apps now to make memes. So I'm like, anybody can be sitting at the house making a meme. But,
yeah, there's websites you can create free articles.
Yeah, but I actually seen it on the actual news where you can have some type of THC,
like medical, right?
Medical,
like,
and in schools, in public schools. It's crazy. It's legal. That's what I'm saying. I mean, we're on the verge of getting there. I think it's a couple of bills that we're missing, and I think we just like prolonged it a little bit now because I think something didn't get passed like a couple of weeks ago.
He said before, the industry, if they legalize weed right now, who would control it? Who's the major player? Who's this and that? Who's distributing? Who's shipping? Who this and that? And you got so much going on because California technically is ahead, but then who's the East Coast provider? Everyone's gonna have to get stuff in California. Well, what about these new shops popping up? Who's got this money? Who's that? How he's getting It's just so much, so it's hard. And like you said, you got the pharmaceutical company that I don't know none of it.
Yeah.
That's why Florida got pill mills. It was just the craziest thing that you can. It's easier to get a pill mill shop. I could be a pharmacist here in Florida, but it's harder to get a legal medical something that you could tell. But I can get a pill in the shop right now if I want to.
That's crazy. And with that being said, I think that's what they're doing. They're just setting it up. I don't know if you guys are aware, but it's recreational legal in DC now.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I didn't know that.
Yeah, you can literally smoke in front of the White House. So I mean, I think they're just setting it up for places around here to be able to help distribute it and get it in other areas. Illinois just became legal. Recreational.
Oh shit, man! I didn't know that all these states. I'm very uneducated. I know the main two, which is Colorado and California.
Of course.
But I know Colorado's going crazy because now they're allowing psychedelics, and that's another monster. That's
I don't know nothing about that.
I know about that.
What's psychedelics? That's like, I mean, I know what the word is.
Yeah. So you got MDMA, you got shrooms, you got the crazy one, which is what the hell's the name? I completely forgot it.
So you saying like that it's legal?
No, it's. I think
they're trying to make it legal. Like Amsterdam, they have the red light district, and certain they have mostly all drugs there are recreational, even crack and stuff. So in California, Colorado, just being honest. So what Colorado is doing is
kids don't smoke crack.
No, please.
If you look at the drug rate for children in Amsterdam versus here, it's way shorter because they have been indoctrinated at a younger age that it's not taboo, so they don't rush to go do it.
Yeah,
it's like oh, it's not cool.
That's a mental. That's definitely a strong mental thing. That's what we were talking about earlier about getting instilled as generations and genetics about what your mom and dad instill in you. We as a kid, just think about everything that your parents tell you not to do. You probably try.
You're probably gonna
at least try or attempt to go do it. So it's that's right, man. I wish we were a little smarter over here to understand things like that. And that's what I meant by the law as far as arresting somebody. I mean, because it's like, if somebody choose to fuck up themselves, like, who are you to change their, like you're not going to do it. It's like a kid. You could tell a kid not to do something. Eventually, they're going to go do it. But
the more you push no, the more yes you're gonna push for it.
They say like the preacher kids are always the
worst. Worst. Sluttiest to nudging.
DMT is what I was thinking about.
That's
I did it once. It's crazy. I didn't blast off, but I've had psychedelic experiences before, and they've been absolute life changers.
For the good. Or
for the good.
Really?
For the great. Honestly, for the great. I would probably say that I wouldn't be here standing talking to you today if it wasn't because of my first psychedelic experience.
Wow.
It's spiritual. No, it really is a spiritual thing. With acid, I feel like acid is a little bit different. It's more like a party psychedelic. But when it comes to like shrooms and DMT,
I haven't heard about DMT, but shrooms, I definitely.
Shrooms.
I know you have to be in the. I know for sure it's a spiritual thing because people will tell you like not to do it in certain places or not around
and certain mindsets. Like if you're in a negative mindset, don't do that shit because it's gonna go crazy.
Trip.
It's gonna go crazy. And I've had a bad trip.
Yeah, that's actually kind of crazy that you said that. Maybe kind of influenced me to look a little bit deeper into the shrooms.
So my thing with it was I mean, at first when they told me, I was like, man, I can't do that shit. That's crazy. I'm gonna lose my mind. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like you have to have a certain mindset for it. Like you have to let it take you because it really is a trip. Like you besides visually tripping, it changes your chemicals in your brain, just like THC. But it's a little bit different for me. I was able to. Because when I was younger, I was an egotistical kid. Because I went from being like a fat kid to like a good-looking, popular kid, if you would, or just more self-aware, more self-conscious. And I was in a position where I just didn't give a fuck what people thought. And my ego was probably dominantly overtaking me. And I remember the first time that I did it, at the end of the experience, I started busted out crying because like I went into like ego death. Like I couldn't control it. And I started slowly realizing like points and things that were like either wrong with me or things that I was doing wrong in my life. And I mean, it was just life changing. I can explain the feeling. Like I just started busted out crying. I was like, man.
Did it affect you afterwards as well?
Did.
Like, did you still remember?
Yeah, no, absolutely, dude. I mean, it instilled a stronger relationship within myself and especially within my parents because me and my parents' relationship wasn't like what I wanted it to be.
That's deep, man.
But after that, I was like, I'm like now I'm all about two things. Self-awareness and helping others and my family. Like I do everything for my family.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, that's deep. I'm not really like a religious person. I'm more spiritual, if anything. But I do believe like his truths, in the Bible and things of that nature. And one of the things are, what is like, do something down your parents or something like that. Respect our parent. Or something like that. It's basically
something along those lines.
Saying respect your parent, and that's how good will come. So it's crazy that you said that because it could possibly be a spiritual thing. I think that weed is too.
100%.
I think it's like you said. I think it clicks on to a brain chemical where it actually makes you kind of think about things in a different.
It gives you a different perspective. Absolutely.
Exactly. I think it's kind of like, do you really want to do this? I mean, is this something that? I mean, I know for me, it's calmed me down in so many different instincts where I usually, I guess I would consider myself like a hothead at times where it's just like, I can let the anger get the best of me.
100%.
When it's kind of like if I hate that the society has turned these words to sound so bad, like being high, but it's kind of like if I'm high, it's kind of like I'd rather just stay home, or I'd rather just sit here chill, or I'd rather hang around other people that are in my capacity mentally. I don't want to be out, quote unquote, in the streets.
That's how I am, 100%.
And it got to a point where it's like I would actually rather stay home and chill if I'm not working and smoke. See, we gotta see. Do you hear the effect that it's having on us, man? You gotta intake in some hotness. I think you're too low over there.
Now, do you?
My guy's trying to sell you hard.
Do you think? I don't believe this, but one of the things people that are anti-weed and stuff like that, they say, "Oh, it makes you lazy." Do you? I don't think that at all. But do you think that? Because Rain could be he'd be a little lazy.
I think it depends on the person.
Yeah, I think it's the state of mind or where the environment that you're in. Mm-hmm. Of course, if you're sitting at home in the bed or no plans or anything to do, then yeah, I mean, but I don't think it. That's why I don't like it not being legal because I feel like think about if you're like out. It's a sunny day. I mean, well, you can't think about it, but hey, think about if you're outside and it's a sunny day and the weather is great. The vibes have been great today, and you intake and smoking a blunt or whatever. I think it'll kind of continue that vibe. It'll kind of continue that energy to keep going. And think about how easily it is for you to neglect that type of energy. Like from road rage to just. Somebody bumping into you or just somebody else including their negativity in your situation. If you're able to let that bounce off of you or not let that affect you, I think that'll eventually help you out, because all it takes is somebody else's, energy to affect what you have going on. And if you're kind of like in a mental space where it's like, I don't care what this guy's doing over there, I'm high, I want to get me some good food and continue on having my, my good day.
Yeah, so I think, but back to what he said is, does it make you lazy? I think it depends on the kind of person that you are. Because I notice I like smoking weed, but if I do it in excess, I do get lazy. I'm not gonna lie, I do get lazy and I don't get as much work done.
It.
I eat more, which I mean, I love going to the gym, and that's another thing that it affects me.
I
like
can tell, bro.
Thank you. But yeah, like it affects me in that way. So like. For example, like I'll do it maybe once or three. Yeah,
good boss.
But
you good, boss. Don't worry about it. You good?
Oh, you good, dog? You don't gotta do all that.
Yeah.
Hey, listen, man, we gotta get out of here to pee and shit.
Don't get bit by that pit bull out there. But yeah, man, I definitely I don't think it's a bad thing. We definitely drifted over, but to put it back into perspective though, like you said, it has a lot to do with creatives.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I mean, I was actually watching Lil Wayne's interview on the way over here with Drink Champs. It's a podcast in Miami called Drink Champs, and they just interviewed Lil Wayne, and that was my motivation of hitting y'all up to ask y'all because they were having like an extent conversation. I mean, it was a 2.5 hour interview.
Yeah.
Just like this, and they kind of touched so many different perspectives of things. Yeah. And I can tell once it got deep, Wayne was like, looking, and just like I just sent him, his team member just came out of nowhere with a fat ass blunt, and he hit the blunt, but the conversation continued.
Yeah. Did it change at all?
Yeah, it got a little bit. It got a
more relaxed, if you would.
Yeah, I was gonna say a little goofier.
Yeah,
but relaxed. Yeah, it kind of got comfortable. It's an icebreaker, man. I swear. That's what you're gonna find out soon. If the guys who's listening and everything, I'm only prolonging this thing just so he can say yay or nay to the blunt while we're here.
I gotta go use the restroom. I'm not gonna lie to you.
But no, I definitely believe this an icebreaker, man. Yeah, for sure.
No, I also think it's like you were saying. Like I'm not against it. I just don't do it. I'm not against it at all. I'm actually advocate because there's so many benefits. Not only like to individual person, but like it's benefit to like regarding like the drug cartel and stuff like that.
Yeah.
That would bring that down. That would like so many benefits. Just there's so many things against it.
Because
perception.
Just like earlier, if you tell somebody no, they're probably gonna try to go do it. To be honest.
Yeah, I feel you. But yeah, just like I said, I never done it myself.
We got plug numbers. See how instantly it changed. You can smell the difference.
Oh yeah, I can smell the difference for sure. Yo, what's up?
That's Diddley.
Diddley, what's up, boss? Jesus.
But no, man, I told him that my goal was to get. He don't smoke, man. My goal was to get him to hit the blunt at least once. See the tray?
Oh man, I could definitely smell it.
Yeah, I told him I told him instantly you can smell the difference.
I like the aroma.
For sure.
Oh man, y'all got is this
plug numbers?
Oh man, this is dope.
Yeah.
Let me check a couple of these trays out, man.
No, for sure.
Are you finished?
Oh man, fuck with it.
Yeah,
I had the little plug. I fuck with it. Yeah, I like that. Man.
Yeah, I put it on Instagram as well. Did I?
Yeah.
On our I did.
I
put on the link. Yeah.
Appreciate that. Appreciate you guys once again for having us in here.
Absolutely. No, thank you for definitely coming. For sure, one of the
this has been,
if anything else, the most unique podcast.
This has been, I feel like every podcast is such a fucking experience, man.
Yeah, we always say, I like saying that I get, if anything else, I get one thing out of each individual guest. One new thing, one enlightening thing.
For sure.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I think the quote,
work hard,
leave you, as for off rip. Yeah, something I pull out. Something like I always pull like something out of people's like vocabulary arsenal. And yeah, I always say that.
Yeah, and get to it. Never. Like I said, man, never kind of give up. That's to y'all too. Consistency is the key. Yeah. Stay humble
and get it started. I feel like taking the first step.
Man, that jump. Yeah. That jump.
That's really what sets everything in motion.
I'm reading a book right now about it's called Jump by Steve Harvey, and basically what's entailing in the book is no one successful has ever become successful without taking that leap of faith. So if you never start, it'll never happen. And I mean that's just pure logic, like it's a logic thing. If you don't start doing something, then I'm pretty sure you're never gonna be able to do it. It's like a guarantee. Like I tell you, and you're only guaranteeing things are a loss.
Absolutely, man. I think people just get lost in their head too. I feel
like
yeah, absolutely.
In business, like I'm a business major, so in business they teach you something called KISS. It's keep it simple, stupid. Seriously, I mean, like people overthink things and want to do too much instead of just keeping it simple and actually getting it in.
I think the other thing is fear of failure. I feel like that's really one of the primary reasons why a lot of people don't start things is because they ultimately don't believe that it could actually work.
No, for sure.
And I feel like that's very important. Belief. And I'm listening to this book now. I listened to it I forced him to listen to it too because he rides in the car with me. But
the way I'm gonna force him to smoke.
It's called Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. And he says two very important things. You need first and foremost belief, and you need faith. If you have both of those and you have a clear vision of what you want to do, man, that shit's happening. Like this shit's happening for you.
Oh, for sure.
With with this company, with the other things that you want to do within the music industry, all this shit's gonna happen because you're working for it and you got it right here.
And believe. I mean, that's where it starts. I promise you, man. The first step is to really just kind of believe in yourself. Actually do it, man. It's a quote, that I live by. Is because a lot of people, I know for sure, a lot of people can do things, but what they tend to do is have an excuse of why they don't. And excuses are tools of incompetence that builds monuments of nothingness, and those who specialize in them seldom do well in anything.
Yeah, it's definitely a limiting factor that will ultimately just cripple you.
No, for sure.
It'll cripple you. And then, aside from crippling you, it'll make you feel like you're not going to really do anything after that.
Yeah. I mean, it like, back to what you said, it takes away the belief. It gets you right off the back, like, you know what? I can't do this.
And what happens after that is the worst. Is the worst because now because of that, you're influencing people not to start things. You're feeling bitter because other people have started things. They're doing great things in life, or they're either making a lot of money, or they're big influencers. That's I feel like that's one of the worst parts. What comes afterwards is the depression of I didn't do it, I didn't take a leap, because my biggest fear is, I think in the future, let's say 80 years down the line, I mean, our technology is going to be superb. I mean, we're going to be able to...
You said 80 years?
I mean, next 10 years, really. I mean, it's already superb now, but I'm putting into perspective the fact that...
In 80 years, it'll be car crash. It'll be planes and cars crashing with one another.
Oh, that's crazy. But that's what I'm saying. It's like... People. My main fear is what I was saying. My main fear is being on my deathbed and regretting that I didn't do something.
Wow, for sure. That's
hardening, man, because you just went through life and the things that you could have taken action on, you didn't take action on. Now it's too fucking late.
Yeah, for sure.
And that's the other thing. I mean, just with Kobe dying, man. He was a big superstar, but the thing is, man, that could happen to anybody, and that could happen to somebody who didn't do anything, and now you really just died and you didn't do anything. You didn't impact people in life, because that's my other thing. I want to be able to impact people, which I'm sure you want to do the same thing as well.
Sure. I already started.
Exactly.
And you can't wait to do it. Excuse me. As a former teacher, I mean, it's just like, if you get one kid to change, that's really all that matters. It's not like you could change the whole fucking school or the whole classroom.
But it's a domino effect.
Yeah, for sure. But if you get one, that's where you start at, and that's what truly matters, because that's how you understand that you actually can do it. And that's when you build a repertoire. It's like, okay, this is how I affected this guy, so let me use some of those same things to start on him. Yeah, he caught that.
I knew you were tie it back down to me. So, is your company as well?
This is the company I was telling you about. I got a partnership with. Yep.
Oh, a partnership. Okay, cool. Is this his company?
Yep.
What? I can't throw it out. Is your Instagram private because of legal reasons, or why not make it public? I feel like if you make it public, you reach out more people. At least for me though, like if you see a private Instagram, you're like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't want to follow that.
I mean, I think it's just due to the exclusivity of what's going on. It's kind of not. It's almost like you the only way that you will want to follow, if you're indulging in this.
Yeah.
If you don't, then it's kind of like, stay where you're at. You don't even need to see what's on this side of the bridge.
Okay.
It's almost like yourself. Like your, I guess, something private, like your social security number or something. I mean,
okay.
It's not like that. People can't access it. If you go get a job, or you don't even have to get a job, just to apply for the job, you have to give them your social security. But it doesn't really come in effect unless you get the job. So unless this is something that you want, that's the only way we really want you to follow that page. I mean, we have other pages that are open for public, so we're building like a merchandise page and things of that. Things of
Sparkles
that
on that shit, man. Oh my goodness, man. Let's get out of here, man. Let's go light one up right now. What we doing here, man?
So I mean, it's different reasons. I mean, and once Florida becomes one of those states that everybody can indulge in,
occasionally.
Pretty sure we'll have it opened up.
Yeah, I guess. And I thought it was like, because I heard a lot. If you make it, you want to get Instagram public because you reach more people that way.
Yeah, for sure, for sure.
But that's not your marketing strategy right now, right?
Yeah,
It's not really.
I mean, because it's something. It's a new company.
You're saying
So I mean, and if you go to some of the top tier companies, there's the same
also
way.
private.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, you know it's gonna be real good when it actually becomes recreational, and you're one of the you have a company and you start from you're the base of let's say Jacksonville or maybe here in Florida.
No, for sure.
I'm smart as fuck.
I do private smoke sessions all the time.
Really?
Where I have vendors coming in from all over the country, right here in Jacksonville.
Nice.
And you can actually come select some of the best exotics from all over the country.
Hold on, did you do the No, never mind. That was, but there was something in Jacksonville. I think I can't recall what it was, but like they had a whole bunch of like
vendors.
Yeah, come up and kind of like they were promoting it to the public, like.
They were promoted to the public, but it's a private event.
Yeah,
but yeah, if it was anything to do with cannabis, yes, I did it.
Okay, because I saw the guy connected us, Zeus.
Yeah,
he was promoting it.
Oh yeah,
too.
Yeah, he was there.
So that was okay. That was it. Okay,
yeah,
that was you.
Yeah,
You know what I have an issue with though?
Shout out to Zeus and the whole Lit Up squad.
Hey man, I appreciate you, Zeus, for linking us up, man.
Lit Up Social, man. I rock with them a long way.
Yeah.
The one thing that I have an issue with within the industry, and I think this is where the whole vaping thing started becoming an issue with all these deaths, is with these fake carts that started coming along.
Yeah.
Where they started mixing up the THC with whatever the fuck else they were mixing up.
I don't even know how you can create a fake cart, because like, how do you get into that little bubble thing?
Well, it's not hard at all, man. They what they do is they go online and they buy these fake boxes basically from like, I think they're like made in China or some shit with like, some pretty designs and shit like that. They mass buy the little carts. They take the top off, they fill a little bit of THC in there, and then dilute the fuck out of it with whatever the fuck they're putting in there.
Oh, that's crazy.
And so I think that the one issue, what was actually happening with these people that were dying, that's what they were dying from. It wasn't like fuck the jewel and shit like that. That didn't kill anybody. What was actually happening is with people were buying these carts and making fake carts, and they were putting this chemical in that if you inhaled it, it was, I think it was like cancerous for your lungs. And that's why people were like fucking dying from this shit. And so that's when everything started coming along, where now Juul is basically having I think it's almost dead at this point. It's super expensive to buy a Juul. It's like, I think before it was like maybe $29. Now it's like
Oh, you're
50,
talking about the
60.
actual little...
Yeah, the vape. That's where all that stuff started coming from.
I've done marketing campaigns with the other company, My Blue. I've done marketing campaigns with them and Backwoods, actually.
Shit, that's dope though. Still, damn, you done some stuff actually.
Yeah,
and he's gonna be doing some stuff.
He's still gonna be doing stuff.
It's just I'm not gonna say the beginning, but it's really just getting to the point of understanding what I'm doing. Yeah, that makes sense. So now that I know what I'm doing,
it's like tip of the iceberg.
Stay tuned, and
Oh, I'm gonna definitely stay tuned.
Yeah, most definitely.
I mean, I fuck with everything you're about.
No, that's
I really do.
That's
100% love. I really do. Especially for because you need. I feel like us as like just people in the entertainment industry really do need to set a bar, because a lot of people are looking. Well, I wouldn't say a lot of people are looking at us, but a lot of people will be looking at us.
Honestly, that you said that, never be discouraged by the number, because Instagram will show you how many people view something, but what they won't show you is who viewed it.
Yeah.
A simple hashtag can put you on the radar with somebody. I tell my artists the same thing. Like, once you put something out, it's in the industry. No matter if you think that you're a little dog or a big dog, you're in the industry, because you never know who's watching. I've had instances where people at a label knew about people here, and I'm like, what? Like, this person has 10,000 followers. Like, how the fuck did you know about this person? But you just never know who's watching. So
it all takes one piece of content.
Yeah, so always make sure what you're doing and what you're putting out there is what you want to be perceived as, and don't think because you're not up there with the big dogs that one of the big dogs that put that big dog on didn't see you. Yeah, because people are always searching for the next big thing.
That's true.
It's an investment, man.
Yeah, for sure.
That's true.
For sure.
Anything else you want to add on?
I don't know, man.
This has been officially our longest podcast.
Yeah, for real. We always break a milestone. This one we did.
Hey, this is how you get up there to that next level, though, man.
Yeah. No, really. like I said, I was kind of making a joke, man. Extensive resume, but you really do. You're ambitious. Fuck, I almost called you bitch. Ambitious, which is awesome. Just want to just ask.
For sure.
Do you? How to explain it? I don't want to word it poorly. Have you, as a black man, have you ever experienced do you still experience like hate towards you, racism?
Yeah, I mean, I have an office downtown Jacksonville, inside the River Place Tower, which is next door to Doubletree Hotel and Roof Chris, which I hold a marketing position there with the company that I have, and I'm probably the only person of my color that does what I do there. So I wouldn't say that it is an issue, but I think it's definitely looked down upon because the visual or the perception of what people see. Like I think they just kind of get caught up in that illusion, like, you know, it's a black guy with dreads, and he must be here to cause trouble. When I think people just ignorant to the fact of having an open mind.
Yeah, it's and the other thing is, I feel like society is instilling this kind of shit in people.
Yeah, it is. It is. I mean,
it's plastered all over the news at all times.
Yeah, and it's weird because that's some of my motivation, you know, to prove these people wrong.
Yeah.
And honestly, it's not even just a black thing. I think we all have to deal with it. I think people can see you as a white guy and say, "Oh man, he must be this type of way because he looks like this." I don't know for sure what your nationality is.
I'm Hispanic.
You're Hispanic?
Yeah.
See what I mean? Like,
yeah, he's Cuban.
Nobody ever knows
without
that.
asking, nobody would know, you know, because of what's plastered in front of me to see. What's your nationality?
I'm Mexican.
So yeah, I would definitely. I mean, I would have guessed something, but not Mexican. But you know, like, so I'm pretty sure we all have to deal with these things, and you probably have it weirdly adjusted because people don't know that you're
until they speak
Puerto
Spanish,
Rican, and they probably can, you know, you probably found ways or found different situations where people speak down on them and don't even know that you're one, you know. So I think everybody has to deal with that. I mean, unfortunately, black guys and the black race has to deal with it probably a little bit more, and I think that's just due to numbers. You know, it's in certain places we are the minority. So with anything, if you're in a room full of non-smokers, they're gonna down smoking.
It brings back to
boy, circle.
Full circle.
No, the reason I asked that was because I would consider you a successful black man, and you're doing things that I can be ignorant towards it. I don't know exactly. Hold on 1 second.
Hey, real question: how gone is you right now? Because you slump.
Well, I was gonna ask. I can be ignorant towards it, but are there a lot of people, black people, are doing what you're doing, or is it
Yeah, I mean, it is. Honestly,
I'm ignorant towards it.
It's more of a age thing. I think the people that are in the
Older?
title or position, I think they're older than I am.
Oh, okay.
So I'm one of the younger people doing what I'm doing, and honestly, you'll be surprised. It's not far-fetched for them to not be black. I mean, it's a lot of different people that hold the title that I have that works for labels. Right now, I'm just independently doing it. But it's a lot of people that work for different record labels and of different distincts and colors that have the same position and the same creative mind. I think it's just, like I said, I think it's just my aura is a little different because I've been an artist and I've hosted so many different events and been the main attraction to so many different things where people don't expect me to hold the knowledge that I have. But
I think at the end of the day, going back to what you said literally when we first started the podcast, is we're all humans.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, our capabilities are literally almost all the same.
Yeah.
Our skin color is not going to make a damn difference.
Yeah,
it's what's up here. It's not what's here.
That's what I'm saying earlier. Knowledge is power, man. I mean, and back to the racing thing. I mean, a lot of people, I think I come in contact with a lot of racist people, But once I start, once I open my mouth, or once they actually see what type of person I am, I think it kind of fucks them up a little bit. I've had it happen plenty of times where I'm in a room and I'm the only black guy, and people start talking as if like, they're expecting me to be one way, and then as soon as it's my turn to talk, it's kind of like what? Like, you're actually smart, or and they ignorantly say it like, wow, you actually could do this. I didn't think that you were gonna be able. Like, what the fuck? Why didn't you think it? Actually, I'm better than you at doing it. It's just, So I mean, I don't get caught up in that though. I never let that discourage me. I kind of don't give a fuck.
I think that people fall too much into stigmas. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, for sure.
I think people just fall too much into stigmas, and what was it called? When you link something to a certain race. God damn it, I forgot the word. Stereotypes. Yeah, I feel like people fall too much into stereotypes. Like, black people love watermelon. Motherfucker, I love watermelon too. Black people love fried chicken. Motherfucker, I love fried chicken. Like, I feel like I've learned to eat more fried chicken because of you. I kill that bone. Like, I fucking strip that bone down.
Yeah, I mean, and then like I said, you just never know. Like, my son is Puerto Rican,
Oh shit, really?
Yeah, so I mean, you never know. I mean, and that's what, go back to what we said earlier as far as, me transferring from Chicago to the South and going to the all-white school. I mean, it opened up my brain to see, like, it doesn't really matter. I mean, you can open people's eyes to come into the culture or whatever, but, it's just all about preferences, and you never know. You just never fucking know. That's the biggest thing about it. People look at me and they never know that I was a teacher. They never know that I went to college. These things are just, and it's not my job to you have my EPK, which is electronic press kit. It's not my job to wear that shit everywhere I go. Whatever you want to think it. I'm here to prove you wrong if it's something negative.
More importantly, you're here to do you, man.
Yeah, for sure.
That's it.
For sure.
Because that people get caught up in people's opinions. I'm like, man, fuck that shit.
Yeah.
I know what I'm here for, man. Yeah. You're self-aware. That's important.
Purpose.
Yeah, purpose. Absolutely.
Purpose.
And show, don't tell. That's always very important. Show.
Yeah. Be humble.
Show
for what a man says to you cannot penetrate your mind. For your mind is the strongest part of your body. Look over the little things he says to provoke you, for he is not on your level. Be humble.
Amen, sir.
Shit. I just got goosebumps from that shit.
But speaking of stereotypes, I think you fall into this one. I heard black men love a Hispanic woman.
Man, I do.
Right.
And before
you bold man too.
Yeah, cause they're crazy. Before Hispanic, I liked another color too. Let's not talk on them like get slapped when I get home.
It's all jokes.
It's like an inside joke, actually.
Just a podcast, baby. It's not real. It's not real.
We having fun.
It's not jokes. Y'all have fun.
Perception.
Yeah.
We the boys, man. It's the boys.
I like that.
Yeah, man. It's been great having you here, man.
I appreciate you guys for having me, man. Most definitely, it's been a cool experience right here in Jacksonville.
I think this is you're the first guest that I've ever gotten to sit down and actually talk about weed. I really do appreciate it, man, because it's like a lot of people get lost in the sauce, man.
Yeah, for sure.
Get out that sauce shit, dog.
For sure. And then another thing, make you never never backtrack. Always go up. So your next guest, make sure they send you guys an EPK before they come in here.
Right. Yeah.
Tell them that's required.
I like that. Yeah, absolutely, man.
It'll change the caliber of shit. Seriously, because if they're not taking themselves serious, neither should you.
Right. Shit. Yeah, speak truth and run the shit for us, man. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna hire your services.
No, I definitely. Even before coming, I was thinking. I thought about some things, and I'll talk to you guys once we get offline and see how we possibly can make some things shake.
Oh man,
absolutely, man.
For sure.
You want to outro this out?
Go ahead. You go ahead.
I'm gonna put out the giveaway real quick because we haven't talked about that. So we're doing a giveaway. We're giving free shit away. Pair of AirPods, $50, and whatever we decide for the third place, whatever you want. I think within a $25 value.
Yeah, $25 value.
It's free, and all you have to do is subscribe to the YouTube channel, and then just follow the our Ignorance is Bliss Live Instagram page, so you can be updated whenever we post. If you want to increase your chances of winning, just make sure that every time we post a video on YouTube, you like, comment, and share, and that's about it.
Yeah.
Other than that, it's been Ignorance is Bliss.
Follow us at Plug Numbers too, and we'll jump in and give away something as well.
Bet.
Oh, awesome.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
For sure. Yeah, I linked him in the
we linked everything
description
here
down
for you.
below.
Yeah, I already seen. I got the merch page on mine. I already seen people kind of jump in. So yeah, definitely follow us, and we'll jump in and give away.
Absolutely, man.
Sponsor something with you guys.
Like I said, man, thank you so much for coming. I mean, we from the bottom of my heart, and I'm pretty sure it's his too. We really do appreciate you for being here. We appreciate anybody who stay tuned and watch. Anybody who will be watching, thank you so much. Just keep up top of that giveaway. But other than that, it's been Ignorance is Bliss. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, put the notifications on so you notify when we upload. And we have great guests like this, because this is gold right here. Other than that, it's been Ignorance is Bliss. Appreciate you, brother. Appreciate everybody's tuning. Peace out.
Yeah, and shout out to Zeus for linking us. Shout out to Zeus for linking us. I can't speak.
Shout out to Zeus for linking us up, man.
Yeah, thank you.
And shout out Tim for being an intelligent motherfucker.
Tim, yo, Tim's smart, dude. That's for from this podcast.
That's some of my brain over there, man.
All right.
It's been real, y'all.
Sure.